Bonjour tout le monde. Can I speak in French? No, I'll do it in English. So, good morning, everybody. We're very happy to be here as a guest of honor of the 51st World Monnaie Fair, dear Albert. You might believe this is because we have the Olympics today that we are guest of honor, but not at all. It's because it's our birthday in 2024. We shall be 1,160 years old on June the 28th, 2024. And I can tell you we have a huge birthday party in Paris. We're still looking for a birthday cake big enough to have all those candles. So we're looking for somebody to be able to make our birthday cake. So anyway, thank you very much for having us here. It's a great pleasure. I do have a presentation with my colleagues. You want to come on the scene, please? Or afterwards, as you are. Okay, come on. So you all know Joaquin Jimenez. Joaquin Jimenez is our chief engraver. He's the best chief engraver in the world. So you can give him a round of applause. Actually, he is the real star in Monnaie de Paris. Nicolas Dumont is our chief marketing and communication officer, and Julien Sabouret is working with Nicolas. So you can give them a round of applause too, yes, of course. So I shall start by a 10-minute presentation on everything you need to know about Monnaie de Paris, and then we'll go to the program of 2024. As was said just before, we have an extraordinary program in 2024. 2023 was also an extraordinary year, a record year for Monnaie de Paris, but you're yet to see what's going to happen in 2024. So everything you need to know about Monnaie de Paris is quite easy. The first thing that will not come as a surprise, Monnaie de Paris is in Paris. And yeah, that's a scoop, huh? We are sitting just on the banks of River Seine here, and as you can see, the location is absolutely incredible. When I sit here in my office, I can have a view on the Louvre, I can have a view of Notre Dame de Paris, and sadly enough, we saw the fire of Notre Dame from our offices, and the reopening of Notre Dame de Paris on December the 8th, 2024 will be really a very important event this year. And you can see here the whole main monuments of Paris. And this is not a surprise because we've been here close to the Louvre Museum. We used to be the home to the kings of France. And kings want to have their monetary workshop very close by. So this is why we are here. So first thing to know about Monnaie de Paris, the location is incredible and the view is terrific. Then the other thing is we have a Parisian site where prestige, culture, and French savoir-faire are at their most excellent position. We had 163,000 visitors in 2023. That was a record since we reopened the site in 2017, and we're very happy to welcome every year exciting exhibitions, be them on fine arts or also on some different things. You can see here in a few weeks we will open an exhibition that is called Insert Coin, about flippers and all kind of games you use with a coin. So if you enjoyed this in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, you can come here. We'll give you a token, which we make within our workshops, and you can play those games. And another exhibition, of course, this year will be about Olympic medal, gold, silver, and bronze, because, of course, we're making, and it makes us very proud, the medals for the Olympics in Paris in 2024. We have also art workshops in Paris, where we do the medals, we do the gold coins, and last but not least, and this is real, we have the best restaurant in the world. It's called Guy Savoy, and we are not deciding it's the best restaurant in the world. It's been elected 6 or 7 years in a row as the best restaurant in the world. So actually, I could stop my presentation here. It's about everything you need to know about Monnaie de Paris. The location is exceptional. The view is terrific. and the food is excellent. Now, let's go to our other site. It's in Pessac, near Bordeaux, and this is where we have the main plant, where we mint our coins, circulating coins and collector coins, silver collector coins. And what you see here is all the people of Monnaie de Paris. We gathered them last year because that was the 50th anniversary. The plant was opened in 1973, so we held a big birthday party, and all the people of Monnaie de Paris gathered to be here and to celebrate this anniversary. We had also a very nice birthday cake. Now, about our production, I'll be quite quick about that. Last year, we struck almost 1.4 billion coin, 560 million for France, for euros, 840 million for 20 countries around the world. We're exporting our coins in Middle East, in Africa, in South America. I'm very happy to have all those important customers that trust us, and that most of them have trusted us for a very long time. And the interesting thing, sometimes I hear things about cash disappearing, or cash being dead, or cashless society. Our production in 2023 was raised by 27% compared to 2022. And we expect a 2025 year that's going to be even higher than the one you see here. Just a few words about our strategy that will be also very quick. We have a new strategic plan, which is called Ambition 2027, Ambition 2027, with 4 goals: develop the activities to go from 150 million euros in turnover. We don't do bullions. This is why the turnover is smaller than other mint industry companies in the world. And we intend to go to 200 million until 2027. We intend to give a better service to our customer. We know that it's not 100% the case, so we're working hard on it. We know it's our, I would say, Achilles heel, maybe, but we're working hard on it because we have this duty to our customers. We need to accelerate our ecological transition. You all know that 2023 has been the hottest year in the history of measures, heat measures in the history. So this is absolutely necessary to reduce our carbon emission. And then the last thing is we want to be a great place to work for all the people to join Monnaie de Paris and to stay with Monnaie de Paris when they're happy to. Now let me just say a word about the fact that we try to be a voice for cash. This is why we created a few years ago an association. It's called International Mint Industry Association, that publishes papers, that publishes briefs, and that has now a good reputation. You can go on the website of IMEA, and we do believe that cash remains the most trusted means of payment. It's obvious. Even if people use less cash for their daily payment, cash is still the means of payment that is the most trusted against other means of payment. It plays a stabilizing role for the economy. We can see it in any crisis, economic, financial, or international crisis. It's inclusive, it's free to use, it protects privacy. So those are really important advantages to cash compared to all the other means of payments. And it's an efficient spending control tool. We have discovered that or rediscovered that lately during the inflation period that we are going through. It's called cash stuffing. More and more people use this method to control their budget. So we try to be a voice for cash. Now, we also try to be an inclusive company and to celebrate big progress in human rights, in equality between men and women, between all kind of origins. And the lady you see here is a very famous lady in France. She promoted the same-sex marriage law 10 years ago, and this is one of the highlights we had in 2023 with one beautiful medal and one beautiful coin. It was called Médaille des Fiertés. It's a pride medal that was a huge success in France. The other thing we want to do as an exclusive company is to make handicapped people be able to work within the company. So we have, within the plant in Pessac, we have a special workshop only made with handicapped people and that work among the other people in the workshops, in the plant. Let me just finish by the highlights of 2023. I've given you a few of them, but there was really an incredible year for us all. First of all, as you may have seen, we've made a special medal for His Majesty King Charles, and it was given to King Charles by President Macron when King Charles came to Paris for his first state visit, and it was a huge honor. I tend to believe, this is for Joaquin, I tend to believe it's beautiful. Much better than the one that the British did, huh? But don't tell them, they won't like it, my British friends. And there was also a personal highlight because I had the chance to, with Joaquin, you can see here Joaquin in the back. He's not very happy because he's in the back only, you can see it properly. But we gave this medal and presented it to King Charles, King Camilla, with President Macron. And that was really a highlight of the year, I must say. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Another highlight, and I will finish by this, we are very happy to present to the world the first ever connected coin, because you know money is becoming more and more digital, we all know that, but we are in physical products. And we do believe that there should be a bridge between physical and digital products. And we were successful in creating this bridge with the people in our R&D department. Pascal Ranker is here. He was at the origin of this incredible innovation. And this is a coin by which you can get a digital certificate by just putting your smartphone on the coin. And that was really an incredible success I'm happy to showcase here. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you. And now I'll pass on the floor to my colleagues.
Thank you, President. So I'm very happy to share this presentation here with Joaquin, to whom I will ask a few questions during my presentation, and he will answer with the help of Julien Sabouret, who is a collection manager in the marketing team. First of all, a recap of the year. So what you will see now is the summary of all the collection we have developed, we have launched, with the team, with the industrial team, with the commercial team, and with the marketing and communication team, and the rest of the Monnaie de Paris teams. So you see it's a combination of sport. 2023 has been a very sporty year. We had 4 main events during the year, and I will talk about them later on. And obviously we had a red light, which was the Games, the Olympics, to whom we will finish the collection this year. So 2023 was a very successful year from a collection standpoint. We also had youth programs, major ones. Naruto was one of them. We had, as you have seen, the 24 hours. I will come back to Le Mans later on. So a very successful year, very rich. 25 collections, 200 new coins were put on the market, collector coins, and we reached record levels of revenues in 2023. So I'm going to start by Le Mans and come back on Le Mans because not many of you have seen what we've done. So the first element of Le Mans was to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the race. And we discussed with the Le Mans organization, and they asked us to create a new trophy. The trophy hadn't been changed since the first race in 1923. So we created this trophy along with the team of Joaquin and the industrial team in our workshop in Paris. It's a 2-meter trophy, which was casted in the Parisian workshop in 15 different pieces, 2 meter high, 70 kilo, and it traveled the world. It started from our factory, our art workshop in Paris, went to Pebble Beach, went to all the races that Le Mans is organizing, and it finished in the 24-hour race, mid-June in 2023, and was given to the winners team. So that started by a demonstration of all the winning cars of Le Mans. As our president was sharing, we welcomed them in our indoor courtyard with the trophy that you can see on one of the cars. The trophy was here, and this car was the first winner of Le Mans in 1923. It's a Chenard and Walker car, and the trophy was started from this indoor car in indoor courtyard in Le Monnaie de Paris, and went to a car show which is called Retromobile, and it started the journey of the trophy up to Le Mans. That was the winning moment where the teams of Monnaie de Paris and Sébastien was actually on the podium and is in the room, and the engravement of the winning car was made during the race, and it was put on the trophy, as every year happens in Le Mans, by the Monnaie de Paris teams. So that was a very special moment for us, because that was the climax of this program. The winning team, as you probably know, was Ferrari, so congrats to them. It was a first victory for Ferrari for 58 years back to Le Mans. So they were back, they won. It was an amazing moment. And the organization mentioned there was more than 400,000 people in Le Mans. And we ended up also, of course, because we're here for that, with a coin collection. The coin collection was made of, obviously, gold and silver coins, and they were very successful. So that was obviously something which Joaquin made the creation, the drawing. So Joaquin, what excited you about this Le Mans project? Can you tell us about that?
Pour un passionné d'automobile, on est un certain nombre comme ça, Sébastien, Nicolas. C'était un grand défi créatif, et notamment sur le trophée, vous l'imaginez bien. Un trophée qui va rester, le trophée du centenaire unique, qu'on nous le demande, qu'on me le demande, ça m'a fait bien plaisir, bien sûr.
Well, I'm myself a car enthusiast, and many of my colleagues at Monnaie de Paris are. So as a group of passionates, it was a great challenge, and mainly on the trophy, because we wanted to make something very special for the 100th anniversary.
Alors, comme je vous le disais, on est un certain nombre de passionnés qui pratiquons aussi sur des circuits. Et si mes deux collègues sont élégants avec leur combinaison, moi je le suis peut-être un peu moins, je ressemble plutôt à un saucisson, mais la passion est la même, je vous le garantis.
Well, we are all car enthusiasts. Some of my colleagues look very, very good in the tracksuits, whereas I look a bit more like a sausage in a tracksuit.
Bon, j'ai puisé donc dans mes connaissances de circuits, de la course, etc., et de sa légende pour inventer ce tourbillon de pistes qui n'est autre que le piste de jour, piste de nuit, puis la temporalité sur 24 heures.
I relied actually on my very own view of the race and its legend to create this whirlwind of tracks, which actually depicts the tracks between night and day, which are two main parts of this historical race.
Voilà. Je voudrais ajouter aussi une chose, c'est que vous l'avez vu tout à l'heure, c'est une de nos équipes à nous favorites, Ferrari, qui a gagné, et nous avons eu l'honneur de faire baptiser ce trophée avec le champagne de la victoire.
And we had the honor with the great Ferrari team to have this trophy baptized with the champagne of victory.
Thank you, Joaquin. Next is the Rugby World Cup. I mentioned the year was a very sporty one, so we had the pleasure to welcome 21 nations for the Rugby World Cup in France, in many different cities. And we've done a couple of things. A program with 3 dimensions. The first you can see was the emission of a circulation coin, the €2, which was one of the commemorative €2 coins, which was issued last year in June, and then was present within the market more in July and August. That was a very important moment for us. The commemorative €2 are always very successful. Obviously, what we did also was the athletes' medals, and I mentioned the trophy, but we are very proud, and we're very proud to do this program of the athletes' medals. Unfortunately, we could not, have the French team winning, but that's the way it is. We were still very proud of these medals, which were made in partnership with Orange Group. And what Orange did, the telecom company, they collected more than 2,100 phones, and we actually used the metals from the phones to create the medals. So that was a very healthy partnership with them, recycling all the phones and making it, these medals which were carried by the winning teams. And we obviously also had a program of collector coins, and you see here one of the special, oval rugby ball shape coin to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the rugby. So that was a very important program which happened in October and in the Monnaie de Paris. So Joaquin, same question. What did you like about the rugby program and the rugby collection?
Going to the game. Aller voir les matchs. Je plaisante. Mais j'ai joué au rugby aussi étant jeune, comme Julien ici présent, qui est un grand spécialiste du rugby. Et donc c'est encore une fois le cœur qui a parlé pour dessiner cette série et la pratique. C'était concomitant, cette compétition était concomitante avec le 200e anniversaire du rugby.
Yeah, going to the games was very nice indeed. As Joaquin said, he played rugby when he was younger, and so did I, and so Nicolas did as well. As a result, we know very well rugby, and the creation of this collection came from the bottom of our hearts. And as Joachim said, there were two main events about rugby on the same year. We were lucky, of course, to host the World Cup, but it was also the 200th anniversary of the sport itself, which was quite nice to have both events at the same time, so it led us to some good creation ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Next, another sport event. So we had the pleasure to celebrate the 19th anniversary of Lacoste, the fashion brand, the premium luxury fashion brand, which happened also in partnership with the Roland Garros Grand Chelem, the tournament. So it was a three-dimension partnership. And what we thought of doing is not only a collector coin program, classical one, but we thought, what other idea can we have? And we worked that out with Magali from the marketing team and the rest of the organization, which we decided to organize a program with the referees. And what the referee do when a game starts, they have a coin and they do a toss. And we thought, why not have a coin which is made for the toss? So we created that special coin with obviously the Roland Garros tournament and Lacoste team to create that. And we handed out these collector coins to the referees. There was 90 referees. Each of them had a coin for the toss. So Joaquin, what was special about this coin for the toss? Can you tell us about this and the partnership?
Oui, le tournoi de Roland-Garros est un tournoi qui se passe en France, bien entendu, et c'est le seul tournoi, le seul grand chelem sur terre battue.
The French Open is the only Grand Slam tournament to be played on clay, which makes it very special.
Pour cette collection, nous voulions pousser la collaboration, je dirais presque sur le terrain, et être présent même sur le terrain. C'est ce que nous avons réussi à faire.
Of course, we wanted to associate the images for this collection, but we wanted to push the collection and to have the coin even reaching the court.
Et comment nous l'avons fait? Eh bien, nous avons créé une pièce toss, celle que l'arbitre, au début du match, lance en l'air pour que les joueurs, au sort, choisissent s'ils servent ou s'ils reçoivent.
And historically, the only coin to be present on a tennis court would be the toss coin. So we made the toss coin to be used by the umpires at the beginning of the games.
Yeah, and one of the questions the referees asked us when we designed the coin was, it has to be simple for the referees, because if you do pile ou face, overs, reverse, it doesn't work. So and we had actually to create a special drawings, and you see here we have a ball here, and on the other side we have a player, which is featured on the coin. So what the player were doing, they were choosing between ball or player. So that was the way actually they did the toss to avoid any mistake, any confusion when the game starts. So that was a very funny program to do with the Lacoste and Roland Garros team. And of course, that is the key, the most important program we've had for actually 3 years now, since 2021. That is the Oli and Paralympic program. It's a program, and this coin that you see, the hexagonal shape, is probably one of the pillars of the collection. It's a program which combines many different things. We have 4 collections which are actually present since 2021, the 2 euros, the sports collection, the hexagonal shape, and the heritage, which is actually the collection which present all the sites and all the buildings that are welcoming the Olympics. These collections exist since 21, will finish obviously in 2024, so collectors can actually combine all the years if they want. They can have collectors to actually put all their coins together. One of the important 2024 moments will be the circulation of a 2 euro coin, which will happen in June, which was announced by our president. So obviously our president, Marc, but also our president of the Republic, Emmanuel Macron. He announced it in July, 24 million, of which 4.5 will go to primary school students. So these children will receive, as part of the school program, ending the year, a coin that they obviously will keep. So it's a very important program for us. We want to give coins to children to create this moment of collection. It's a very important moment as a child when you receive the first coin from your father, your mother, your grandfather, your grandmother, and that was a very moment when the president announced it, and we obviously worked with the different ministry to organize this moment together, but we think it's going to be very powerful. The third element is a new 1,000 euro gold coin, which we will issue in June, and which will be the summarization of the 4 years of the hexagonal shape. So for the people that are meeting with Monnaie de Paris, you've probably seen the drawings. I'm not going to show it today, but it's a very special coin. Last but not least, we will produce the athletes' medals. It's also a very important program. We've been working with the IOC and the organization committee for a year now to organize this athletes' medals production and development, and we're very proud of it as a company to be able to issue these athletes' medals. So, Joaquin, tell me as a chief engraver, what makes you feel so special about having the Olympics in Paris, in France, and making these wonderful programs?
Les Jeux Olympiques d'été à Paris, c'est une occasion unique de faire un programme colossal.
The Summer Olympics in Paris is just a unique opportunity to have an absolutely huge collection, the biggest ever in my life.
Et nous, les graveurs, avons conscience que ça n'arrive qu'une fois dans la vie. La dernière fois, c'était en 1924.
We know that it should be only once in a lifetime, and the last one was probably in 1924. I don't think your predecessor had so much work in 24.
Non, I confirme, yes. Et voilà. Je tiens à remercier d'ailleurs, j'en profite pour remercier toutes les équipes, et notamment les équipes de la gravure, qui est représentée aujourd'hui par Claire Narboni, qui fait partie de la génération que vous voyez ici. Tu peux lever la main très haut, s'il te plaît. Voilà.
That's a chance for me to thank the.
Je la connais. Pardon, excuse-moi. Oui.
That's a chance for me to thank the engraving team, and particularly the youngest generation represented by Claire, just sitting over there.
Voilà, et je la connais bien, donc je pense que son teint vire légèrement au pétunia, voilà, rose pétunia, parce que c'est quelqu'un de timide, mais qui est... Tu peux te lever, s'il te plaît. Voilà.
Look, she's turning pink.
Et je peux vous dire qu'elle participe avec moi donc, à beaucoup de projets, et notamment avec Sébastien qui est à côté de lui, au projet du trophée Le Mans qu'on a vu tout à l'heure. Encore merci 1000 fois. Voilà.
I thank them particularly for their implication in all the projects, being on the Olympics, but also of Le Mans we talked about previously.
Okay, thank you, Joaquin. Another program we've developed since last year with the first coin, which was the Napoleon, is the Hors de France program. So we actually have today the launch of the new edition in 2024, and that's the Louis, which is also a very famous coin, gold coin, which is coming out of the Louis XIII period in France. So it's going to be launched, it's literally launched now as I speak. We usually launch the new edition for the Berlin fair, and obviously that's something that Joaquin has drawn, and has made a very special design of the coin, as you can see now. Next, so that's a real interpretation by Joaquin of highly symbolic and historical numismatic references. This program, Hors de France, is going to have a third edition next year, and then we will move to a new, what we call trilogy, the following year in 2026. And then just a couple of images on what we call is our French touch and French savoir-faire, through a combination of collections that we've already launched some year ago, but I think remain very vivid, and all the coins are still available if you're interested. So the first was a collaboration we did a couple of years ago with the Maison Dior, and that was part of a program which we called Excellence à la Française. And this special collection had a combination of, I would say, regular collector coins in silver and gold, but also the masterpiece was a 2-kilo coin made with the shape of this fragrance, that is Miss Dior, who was celebrating its 75th anniversary, and it was the combination of melting, casting, and minting. So a very, very highly sophisticated coin, and that obviously we developed with the fantastic industrial and R&D team of the Monnaie de Paris. So now that was a unique mintage, and I have to say you cannot buy it anymore because it was already sold to a client. So, but that coin that you see, it doesn't look like a coin, as you can think about, was actually a really masterpiece in our collection. Now another collaboration that we did last year was with Le Louvre to celebrate the Egyptian. And one of the key elements of this collection was this 1 kilo gold coin that you see now, and that had on it enamel, so really displaying the enameling expertise of Monnaie de Paris on the coins, and obviously on the decorations, because we produce the official decorations in France. So this enameling expertise obviously combined with the creation of Joaquin and the engraving team created this wonderful piece. That one is available if you want to buy it. And finally, I've already talked about Lacoste, but Lacoste had a very special coin that we issued. That coin was having the shape of the famous logo of Lacoste, the crocodile, and this crocodile had the shape of a coin. So that was also a 1 kilo gold coin issued at the beginning of 2023 for the 90th anniversary of Lacoste. And this coin was displaying again the savoir-faire of the men and women of Monnaie de Paris. And this coin is still available if you want or need to buy it. So I've got a question for you, Joaquin. This savoir-faire and excellence program, what what do you think about them and how do you work on them?
C'est systématiquement une rencontre avec deux univers, deux ateliers qu'on essaye de collaborer, avec laquelle de collaborer, de produire une masterpiece.
It's always the combinations of two houses, two know-hows, and two workshops. We look forward each year to combine to create the best masterpiece as a whole.
Thank you. And so next, what will happen in 2024? So what could be the vehicle of our Excellence à la Française? Well, our president has hinted about it, but we do think there is something that we must do about Notre Dame. So the reopening of the cathedral is going to be the 8th of December 2024. It's one of the major events of the year, for not just for France, but we think for the world, and whether you're a Christian or not, or whether you're a Catholic, whether, you know, that was a symbol which we all felt pretty bad about when we, as we mentioned earlier, when we saw the flames, we all were hit deep inside of us. So the collection is going to be the artistic embodiment of our raison d'être, and I will hand the micro to our president to conclude. This is going to be the combination of technology, surprisingly, but you will see why, material, and not just the gold and silver. There's going to be material from the cathedral, so I'm not going to say more about it, but this is going to be an amazing piece of work that we are actually creating as I speak. So it's going to be a major.
Oui, je confirme, c'est un très gros projet. Nous y travaillons très très dur, tout l'atelier de gravure et les équipes de Sébastien aussi. C'est un poids aussi pour nous parce qu'on se rend compte qu'on a reçu à l'époque, quand les événements se sont passés, beaucoup de soutien, c'était universel, tous les pays, quelle que soit leur origine, les religions, tous étaient autour de ce drame finalement, et donc on doit être à la hauteur.
I confirm it's a very big project. We've already been working for several months on this project with all the teams of Monnaie de Paris, engraving, tooling, and marketing, and well, there is a kind of a challenge too, because we got a lot of support when this dramatic event occurred. So we have to be at the good level to pay tribute to the cathedral and also to all the support we received from the world.
And I will hand the conclusion to our president, Marc. So thank you for.
Thank you very much. We're a bit over time, so we're going to conclude here by showing what is our raison d'être, and then I ask my colleagues to conclude by one word, each of you, one word. So our raison d'être in French, we worked for this for about 6 months. In French, is partager les monnaies d'hier, créer les monnaies d'aujourd'hui, inventer la monnaie de demain. And in English, it gives something like we share yesterday's currencies, we create today's coins, and we invent tomorrow's money. So this is what Monnaie Paris is about. Now, one word to conclude, and I will translate for Joaquin.
Well, just say thank you for your attention, and welcome in Paris whenever you travel in France.
Julien?
Thank you, and thank you for your support.
Joaquin?
I want to create the next one.
So this one I don't need to translate. Happy World Money Fair. Thank you so much.